The most important thing is to know that men process stress very differently.
Right.
How guys process stress is they like to go to their favorite easy box to rest and recharge. And sometimes it looks like they're not doing anything.
It looks like a battery sitting in a battery recharger. And if you look at that battery in the recharger, it looks like it's doing nothing, but it's doing something. It's recharging for its next go-round in life. Stress is a reality in every couple's life, and it's a reality that men and women relieve stress differently.
We do.
So we know stress is coming your way, and just like communication, you have to take turns when it comes to relieving stress. So guys, when your wife feels stress in her life, what women tend to do is they talk things out. And this is not the casual conversation, kind of how are you doing? Can we just visit with one another? This is very strategic conversation. And when stress hits a woman's life, it's like a great big meatball comes flying out of the sky and it lands on her plate of spaghetti with all the issues of life tied together, and it sends noodles flying everywhere. So she has to talk through all the issues involved to get all those noodles back on her plate, and now she has to integrate the meatball. So she's going to ask questions like, what does this say about me? What does this say about you? Why did God make this happen or allow this to happen? How are we supposed to respond? And it might take her more than once traveling through that conversation to put things back in place in her life. And so men, when you see stress rising in your wife's life, set aside a little bit of extra time for her to process through all the issues involved. And ladies, what you can do to help out in this situation is to develop some really good girlfriends.
Yeah, because we'll need to talk things out more than our husband is able to listen, likely, yeah. So when we are stressed, we women do talk through our stress. It's like when I'm stressed out, my mom knows it, my sister knows it, my best friend knows it, my prayer partner knows it, the clerk at the grocery store will know when I'm stressed out, because we like to talk our way through our stress. And there's a couple things that we can do to help lower the stress, and one in our family, and one is to give some kind of a warning that our stress level is rising. I was speaking at a large conference. It was about 2 hours away from our home, and the conference ran late. And I called Bill, and I'm like, honey, the conference ran late, and we need to catch that last plane out to go to Canada to be on live TV tomorrow. So I need some help here. And Bill said,
well, Pam, the good news is I love you. The bad news, I'm with our oldest son whose car has broken down and we're waiting for a tow truck. So you're probably going to beat me home, and there's a couple things I need you to do for me before we get out the door.
So I landed at our house. My stress level was through the roof. My time was cut in half. Only one of our sons, who was then a teenager, was home. And I said to our son, Zach, okay, Mom needs some help, and this is what you need to do. I reeled off this long list to him, and I know better than that. I've raised 3 sons, and how you delegate to boys is you write one task on one square Post-it note. You put the sticky notes on the TV, and you say you cannot turn on that TV till those Post-it notes are accomplished. That's how you delegate to boys, but I didn't do that. I just this long old list, and I went to my room to do the first thing on the list, and I came across to get to my office, and Zach was doing his thing, but he wasn't moving very fast, and I'm like, ah! I wanted to scream at him, but God reminded me, you know, watch your words. It's not his fault that you didn't have enough margin here. And I said, Zach, you know, Mom and Dad, we teach that, and men are like, waffles like spaghetti. Yes, ma'am. Okay, what happens when you put a bunch of pasta into a pan of boiling water? He's like, pasta explosion? I'm like, that's right. That's what's gonna happen here. This pasta is ready to explode. And he said, oh, Mom, why didn't you tell me? It was like a pasta princess moment. And so that became the code word. When I was stressed out, all I had to do is walk in and say, pasta princess is home. And Bill and the boys knew, okay, Mom's stressed out, and Bill has taught the boys the only thing safe to say to a stressed out mom is,
what can I do to help you, ma'am?
Ma'am, that's right. And men process stress. The most important thing is to know that men process stress very differently.
Right.
How guys process stress is they like to go to their favorite easy box to rest and recharge. And sometimes it looks like they're not doing anything.
It looks like a battery sitting in a battery recharger. And if you look at that battery in the recharger, it looks like it's doing nothing, but it's doing something. It's recharging for its next go-round in life.
Right, so you might walk in and, there's stress in the family and you're like, what? You're watching TV, doing nothing, but he's doing something, he's recharging. And so the gift that you can give is to know what some of these favorite recharger boxes might be of your husband. And most of them are shaped like boxes when you think about it. The TV screen shaped like a box, the computer screen shaped like a box, a basketball court, a football field, a refrigerator, the hockey goal, the pool table, the bed is shaped like a box. In fact, that bed box, that intimate box, is like the free square in the middle of a bingo card, and a man can get there from every other square on his waffle.
Bingo. And lowering stress in each other's life really is an act of service, which is why Galatians 5:13 says, serve one another in love. As you lower the stress in each other's life, doesn't necessarily lower it in your life, but if you take turns lowering stress, you put stress at a level that helps you be your best.
And then you can fall in love even with the stress.